How many of you have seen Ready Player One yet? Or read the book? Read the book. The book's better.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I was gonna read the book and I'm like, right after a book, usually the book's 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, much better. But if you get a chance to see it, apparently it's down at the Warren, and it talks about where things like Python and cybersecurity are going, and it makes some really interesting analyses. Well, what we're going to start today is something a little different, and we're going to begin with just a little bit of review. If you would, for the online students, please note the text in red and check your week 10 content folder for some expanded instructions. And I believe we have the video problem solved, so video should be up shortly after class today. What we want to look at first is something we covered, at least in my fundamentals class, at the end of chapter 5, and that was the timing function that's available within Python. It's a standard library module delivered with the package. The use is import time. There are a variety of different things that we can use the time for, but most commonly in Python we use that time function to create some sort of timer that we're going to use. As an example, in line 16 here, we are creating a sleep process to where the program is actually going to delay 1 second and then continue to operate. And then line 19 at the bottom, we're going to exit and say time is up. By the way, can anybody take a guess and say what color is the time is up going to print in? Red is correct. Lucky guess, Mr. Wood, or? Yeah, very good. Luck plays a big factor in the success of programmers. Well done. So if we were to run this program, it would look something like this. And we're delaying and counting down the seconds of whatever the value is that we put in. And you were exactly correct. It's red. Now, this is a very useful tool if we want to time or we want to try and put maybe our program to sleep for a while, and keep that in mind. But we can take that time function and couple it with the date time module, again another standard delivery with our standard library, and create a date time stamp. And that would look something like this. Simple code. Not going to put copies out there, very easy to copy across. Notice how you have to set it up to get the year, the month, the day, the hour, and the timeout. By the way, in this configuration, it reports to you a military or a GMT time. So at 1 o'clock this afternoon, it would display 1300. So if we look at that script, and now we modify it a bit more, we could take it and create a time-stamped script and timestamp any file that we want to generate. Why might that be important to us?
To know when the file's modified?
Know when a file's modified. What else? What have we been doing the last week? Screenshotting data. So let's extrapolate. What might that be useful for?
To tell a time when somebody's accessed something,
tell a time when maybe we are recording data. So the file name could give us, like a date and the time that maybe something was activated, or a timer was set up and our program would run every so many minutes, seconds, hours, whatever. So, with that in mind, first of all, are there any questions? Hearing none, let's look at a project. Considering what you know about screen capture that you did on your own and what we looked at in keyboard capture, what would the requirement look like for a script system that recorded the keyboard and the screen and did a screen capture? So if you would, take about 10 minutes in your teams and write up a requirement. Matt, behave. Well, I hope that didn't go on the tape. All right, so all of the requirements I've seen look good, and as I have prompted most of you, the next step would be to run or to create the simple pseudocode. So I'd like you to get started on that after I show you the next slide. So there is no class on Tuesday. I've got to monitor Ken Dewey's performance, so never mind. Anyway, come in, work on your project, arrange to meet somewhere and work on your project, but we will not have a formal class on Tuesday. An operational version of your script must be ready to demo at the beginning of class on April 12th. Bring it on a thumb drive. I'll run it on a laptop that isn't affected by campus IT security. All right, so it should run without any problems. This is not a bonus point assignment like our normal team bonus point assignments. This is an individual student assignment worth a total of 180 points. Each team member must ID what they did and be able to explain it, and that will happen on Thursday. A team member not here will lose the points for the explanation unless they notify me well in advance with a good excuse as to why they can't be here. Any questions?
So this is a team project and not an individual?
This is a team project, but you'll be scored individually.
Okay.
All right? This is a team project.
Okay.
I guess it's up to, since we have so many people missing, it's up to you members of the team that are here if you want to include the missing in action or not. And if they come in Thursday and they have no clue, then they'll get the appropriate score. Okay? By the way, if you talk to them, I accept no excuses after 11 o'clock today for why somebody wasn't here. And that's outlined in the syllabi. Any other questions? Matt, did you have a question?
That's the exact same thing as Kathleen.
Okay. All right. If not, good luck. Have fun. If you have questions, come see me. All right. Make sure you have an operational copy of as far as you can get on the 12th. From what I've seen, the folks here in the classroom are not going to have a bit of problem getting this done. Good luck.